Coin Hunter UK presents The Mystery of the Frozen Cent. Imagine a coin that traveled across the Atlantic, carrying the face of a queen to a land of maple leaves. Today, we aren't just looking at a 1985 Canadian penny, we are looking at the final years of a dying legacy. Why did a nation as powerful as Canada decide that this specific coin, this small piece of copper, was no longer worth the metal it was printed on? In 2012, the world watched as the Royal Canadian Mint struck its final penny. But why? Was it inflation? Or was there a deeper, more secret reason? Before we dive into the staggering market values in the rare pointed 5 or varieties that can make you a fortune, we must understand the bloodline of this coin. Flip the coin over. Look at the obverse. This is the machine portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. But look at the words, Elizabeth II and D.G. Regina. Most people ignore this, but for a true coin hunter, this is where the treasure begins. D.G. Regina stands for Dei Gratia Regina, Queen by the grace of God. This Latin inscription dates back centuries in British coinage. For the Canadian people, having the Queen on their penny was a symbol of stability and their link to the British crown. But in 1980, something changed in the minting process. The relief of the Queen's face, the way the crown sits on her head, every tiny detail was scrutinized. If you find a 1985 penny where the lettering is slightly doubled or the Queen's crown has a clipped edge, you aren't holding a cent. You are holding a collector's goldmine. Let's talk about the year 1985. This wasn't just any year. The Royal Canadian Mint was experimenting with zinc and copper compositions. The 1985 penny is 98% copper, making it worth more in raw metal than its face value. That is why the government started the recall. They didn't want you to know that the copper in your pocket was actually worth 2 cents. Now look at the reverse, the maple leaf, designed by G.E. Kruger Gray. These leaves are the national pride of Canada. But here's the secret for the 15-minute mark. Look at the number 5 in 1985. There are two versions, the blunt 5 and the pointed 5. One is common, the other is the holy grail for Canadian collectors. I will show you exactly how to spot the difference using a magnifying glass right now. In May 2012, the hammer fell. The Canadian government announced the end of the penny. Why? Because it cost 1.6 cents to produce a single 1-cent coin. They were losing $11 million a year. So they began the melting phase. Millions of these 1985 pennies were grabbed from banks and thrown into furnaces. This created an artificial scarcity. Every penny that survived, every penny that stayed in a jar in your house, is now a rare survivor of a government-mandated purge. This is why the price is skyrocketing on eBay and professional auction houses like Heritage Auctions. The world is running out of 19 Canadian pennies. So what is your coin worth? A standard circulated 1985 penny might be worth a few cents, but if yours is in MS65 red condition, mint state, the value jumps to hundreds of dollars. If you find a major die break or an off-center strike, we are talking about thousands. I have put the full high-resolution price charts in the 2026 Variety Guide on my website, mercialarias.com. Go there, compare your coin to my photos, and see if you are a winner. Don't forget to subscribe to Coin Hunter UK. We bring you the secrets they don't want you to know. Keep hunting, and I'll see you in the next treasure hunt.